Hey guys, Toby Morrison here. Welcome to today's video on 12 signs that you are actually improving and getting stronger and healthier. It's very easy to lose track and lose focus on how far you've actually come on your journey. And here are 12 signs to show you that you actually are improving and making progress even when you don't feel like it. So the first one that I like to share with you is that one of the signs to know that you're improving and getting better is that you're actually doing more than you used to without feeling any worse than you currently do or used to in the past. So, you're able to do more with, use more stamina, use more strength, but you're not actually feeling any worse than you used to anyway. That's a good sign that your tolerance is getting stronger, your body is getting stronger, and you're moving forwards in the right direction. The second sign of improvement is you're reducing your body fat and also increasing muscle tone. Sometimes we might not physically feel it, but if we can see it in the mirror and go, oh wow, I'm actually losing excess weight that I didn't have before through calming your nervous system down and relaxing and becoming centered, and also regaining strength and stamina. So, your arm muscles, you can start to feel them and you're going, oh, I'm actually getting some tone back in my arms and legs because I'm doing more. That's also a really good sign. And some of these are really odd and you wouldn't really, know that these are actually great signs to show that you're actually improving. So make sure you listen to the next 10. You have a better appetite. Obviously, a healthy appetite is really important. So if you're starting to eat more and you're starting to get hungry more, it's a great sign that your body's actually asking for more nutrients. So that's also another good sign. One sign that I've noticed with people is that once you start to improve and get better, you tend to lose your focus on yourself and your focus becomes out there. So you start to help others. That's another good sign that you're actually improving, is that you start to have that mindset where, it's not so much fixated on all your own problems and suffering, but you're actually interested in helping other people and caring for other people. That's a huge sign that you're actually improving, because the care is not so much needed within yourself, it's almost needed out there. But we don't want to mistake that for caring for everyone else and forgetting about ourselves. That's obviously not what I'm talking about. That's a topic for in itself right there. Another sign is you're dealing with life problems more. So, the thing with, chronic fatigue syndrome or suffering in any illness is that, your really day-to-day survival is really about your health and your well-being, and you're not going so great. So when you transition from that into living a life, then you have life problems to deal with. Life stresses to deal with on top of that. So if you're doing that, then that's a fantastic sign that you've progressed quite well and you're actually living life. And, as we all know in life isn't always a smooth sail. And so problems do arise. And so if you're dealing with that, that's another good sign that you actually are, on your way and improving. Another sign is you talk more. You know what it's like when we're not going so well, we tend to try and hide in our bedrooms and shut ourselves off from the world. Well, when you're in expansion, you come more out of your shell. And that's the next one is, you're expanding more, you're coming more out of your shell, you're talking to more people, you're engaging with people, you're engaging with life again. And it doesn't have to be on a huge scale, it can be on a small scale, but again, that is a massive sign of improvement. And it's really important to find evidence to support that, right? And I'll tell you why at the end of this video, why it's important to find evidence and support that, why it can really help you physically and emotionally. Another sign is that you become annoying to your family, friends, and spouses. You get that annoying kind of energy where people are like, oh man, she or he's back doing what they used to do before they got sick. I find that a lot. You start to fight and you're starting to engage and argue, but in a fun, healthy way, which is another sign that you actually have the energy to do so, right? And it makes sense. It absolutely makes sense. And if you relate to this, please comment below and tell me what the kind of aha moments you have had in this video. Another good one is that you recover from colds and flus in less time. So sometimes when you're really not going great, it can take a long period of time to overcome a cold or flu. So I get excited when clients come and see me after a period of time and they get a cold and flu, because I can track their progress and their recovery rate in terms of overcoming that cold and flu. And usually, a healthy person takes anywhere from 2 to 4 to 6 to 7 days, sometimes 2 weeks. So if you're recovering within that bracket, that's a great sign that your immune system is getting stronger and that you're moving forwards. You're becoming a healthy person again. You are planning for the future is another sign that you are improving. You're not so much worried about the future. You're starting to plan for it. You're starting to go, yeah, I'd like to do this and I'd like to do that. You're starting to ponder possibilities. That is another fantastic sign that you're moving forwards. And if you're not doing any of this, then you can start putting it in your life, and that, I'm sure, will help you as well. Another thing that you can start to do and start to see is that you are setting goals. If you're starting to set goals and really start to put action towards them, then that is another sign that you are improving, my friend. It's really important to see these in the real presence, because sometimes we can lose focus and not realize how far we've actually come on our journey. All right, it's very important. Lastly, but not least, you are doing things that you normally wouldn't do, and it's become so normal that you don't even think about it. Right? How often does that happen to you? You know, I bet you probably 6 months ago, or even 3 months ago, or even 12 months ago, the stuff that you're doing now, you know, you wouldn't have even thought of being able to do that. Or, you know, it would have felt impossible at the time. But now you're doing it with ease, and you don't even realize you're doing it. And that's the way our brain and body works when we automate things, when things become an automated response and behavior. It's like brushing our teeth. So if you're getting out of bed on a regular basis at a set time, if you're sleeping better, if you're eating better, if you're moving better, if you're talking with friends more, if you're socializing more, if you're recovering from colds or flus more, if you're setting goals more, if you talk a lot, if you're starting to help more people, it's fascinating to actually look back and see how far you've actually come. Now, why is it important to show yourself evidence to support your improvement? The most important reason is that our brains actually interact with our bodies, and when we start to find evidence and create stories around positive emotions, it actually puts things in motions physically. So if you actually start to see, wow, I've improved this a lot, and sometimes you can just be having a shower, or you after you come home from seeing a friend, you go, wow, I can't believe I did that. Look how far I've come. Do that often. Because the more you do that, the more you're telling yourself great stories which physiologically have better responses. And again, like, of course, life is not perfect and sometimes things don't go as well as we would like. However, when we start to see this huge gap in terms of how far you've improved, it's phenomenal. And actually, even I was just thinking then, I'm like, holy crap, I just had a flashback from, 11 years ago when I was so immature, so unwell, so sick, no idea what I would do in the future. That is a huge amount of improvement to where I'm at now in my life. And it's possible for you too. So I really wanted to share that with you. Write these things down. Rewatch this video, write them down. Right? I've got my notes behind this screen right now. I look at stuff to go, wow, like this is how much I've improved, this is what I've done. Start to journal that. Start to notice signs that are pointing you in the direction of where you want to go. And if they're not, if it's pointing you in the opposite direction, then we need to change it. Right? If you've looked in my YouTube channel before, you'll see hundreds of videos that can help you for free. If you need more help, you can go to my website, www.cfshealth.com. I hope that helps. I hope these signs are already happening in your life, and I'd love you to share your improvements with me down below in the comments, and I will respond to you there. I'm looking forward to hearing all your different responses and stories that support that case. All the best for now, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care.